So today, the blessings of the masters and the people all over the world practicing yoga are alert, and they must practice diligently to bring about a balance in the order of the earth. Yes, I'm ready. We are opening the session out to everybody worldwide, live streaming besides you all, to give them an opportunity to see what we are working for, earth peace through self peace. Are you ready? The message of the Himalayan masters and all the yogi masters the world over to the world is very simple. And this I would classify as the 11th commandment. Moses gave only 10 commandments, but in today's troubled times, it necessitates an 11th commandment. If earth peace in these troubled times and violent times, the message of the yogis is, if earth peace is to herald the dawn of the new age, we must all realize that humanity is our uniting religion. Breath, our uniting prayer. And consciousness, our uniting God. If this comes about, whenever it would, then there shall be peace on earth and goodwill to all mankind. We are passing through some turbulent times because it is said in mystic circles that the second advent of Christ is nigh, which in the East we call the coming of the Kalki avatar, which the Buddhists call the coming of the Maitreya Buddha. And in Islam, the word for it is the Imam Mahdi. So all these are names. They have been put out by wise people all over the world. But the simple message to the world is this, that our planet Earth is in a state of imbalance. And to restore the balance of the earth, we need a great effort and a boost from what we call the inner government of the world. There are great and lofty beings in the inner government of the world who are ruling and controlling our planet. Great beings like the Krishna the Buddha, the Christ, the Zarathustra, all these great beings, the elders are sitting in a council in higher spheres of our consciousness, and they are well aware of what is going on in this planet. They are also aware that physical and material gains of physical destruction of physical body and the destruction of material buildings and financial and nuclear institutes is not their purpose. Their purpose is to salvage your crystal consciousness from the trammels of your desires and your senses. That crystal consciousness is known as the soul, which we in Sanatan call the Atma. The Atma can never die. The soul cannot die. It is immortal. So they see the world scenario of arson and loot and imbalance with a steady mind. We see it with an upset mind. Because we attach ourselves, we think that we are the physical body and material gains of this earth. We attach ourselves to the razzmatazz of this earth. We see ourselves as the physical body. They see this situation with a steady gaze and balanced mind because they know our true selves to be the soul, the undying soul, the eternal Atma. Fire cannot burn it. You are immortal. Ensconced within your physical body is the immortal Atma. Fire cannot burn it. Water cannot wet it. Breeze cannot dry it. And weapons cannot destroy it. That is the eternal soul called the Atma. And Sri Krishna has said, the Atma is immortal, for fire cannot burn it, weapons cannot destroy it. Nayanam chandate shastrani, nayanam dehate pavaka, na kledayanti apa, na shoshayate marutaha. This is in Sanskrit, what I told you just now. So we have to take heart that our essential selves are indestructible, and the material drama and tamasha of this world should not affect us. The practice of being unaffected is to shift your awareness and gaze from your physical body, your physical wants and desires, to the immortal indweller, which is your soul. That is the practice of Kriya Yoga and all other yogas. The answer lies within. You have to look within for your immortal self, and he shall see you through. No trouble, no calamity can befall a self-realized person. An enlightened person is free from all his karma and all the calamities of the world. But at times, to help his younger brethren and give them a helping hand, out of compassion, he incarnates as the second advent of Christ, as the Kalki avatar, as the Maitreya Buddha, to see that we are free. He is bound. So such a situation is going to arise very soon, in another 8 years, where this lofty being shall make his presence felt upon this little blue marble, this planet Earth. From space it looks like a little blue marble, and we cannot live peacefully on this little blue marble. It's so small in the cosmic scenario that It's one of the smaller planets in our solar system, and it can be seen as a planet like all other planets. But in the galactic system, you cannot be seen. You have to be magnified by an electronic super television. Do you know, for a person to see our Earth in our Milky Way galaxy, we have to have a telescope which has to be magnified 40 billion times, and then your little Earth can be seen as a blue marble. It's quite nice, it's quite humbling. It's quite a humbling concept. So these masters who have the capacity to hold the little blue marble in the palm of their hands definitely have the capacity to bring peace on earth and goodwill to all mankind. Glory, hallelujah. I would like Bala to bring the photos of the atmannar upon the screen so I can contact them also. You have not brought them. If there's any difficulty, it's okay, I understand. I'd like to see them on the screen if they can. Not 5, about 20. Now I am proceeding to tell you what my organization stands for. The sole cry of my organization is humanity, our uniting religion. And therefore it makes it the biggest, if you may call it in limited words, religious organization. Because I include the whole of humanity. Humanity, our uniting religion. Breath, our uniting prayer. And consciousness, our uniting God. This soul cry you must establish in immortal letters in your heart. If there is to be peace on earth and goodwill to all mankind, this is the way. And there will be. It may take less time, more time, but it will happen. It is destined to happen. Now, we have a vision statement also. It is to do with you all, it is to do with humanity. We call ourselves the Hamsas, the swans. And in India, in Sanatan Dharma, which they loosely call Hinduism, the swan is the symbol of the soul. Like in Christianity, the dove is the symbol of the soul. So we, the Hamsas, we have three concepts. We, the Hamsas, are meditated to the furthering of human awareness. We, the Hamsas, are dedicated to serving humanity as our larger self. And we, the Hamsas, are devoted to new life awakening for earth peace healing through self peace healing. Earth peace through self peace. There can be no earth peace if you yourself are agitated and boiling with rage like a coffee kettle. You have to be calm. And therefore, start with yourself. God begins at home. Peace begins at home within you, and charity begins at home. Be generous to yourself and practice day and night the sacred self, the sacred science of self-realization and peace. I have definitely told you that our soul cry is humanity our uniting religion, breath our uniting prayer, and consciousness our uniting God. But if I say this, I must be able to demonstrate it. And I will demonstrate it to you. I will demonstrate this to you, that humanity is our uniting religion. There can be no other religion. If it doesn't unite, there shall be either negativity or disharmony between the people of the races and the earths, which is happening now. Breath our uniting prayer. So I had thought of it a lot of time. I said I was also taught and educated in an English public school called Sherwood, and they taught us all the hymns and about Jesus Christ and this, and it was a very good system of indoctrination, and I loved it, and I swallowed it up, digested it, and I got a first in my divinity. I got distinction, but I was hungry for more. Then I studied the Parsi religion of Zarathustra. That also I was able to absorb. Then I wanted more. I studied Islam. Then I wanted more. I studied Buddhism. And then I wanted more. Then I studied Hinduism, the Sanatan Dharma, the philosophy. And that was really, really deep. And I'm still studying it. Anyone who studies it becomes it. So I said, all these religions are there. So one religion says, Hail Mary, full of grace. But the Islamic religion says, I don't agree with Hail Mary. I want to say my jap, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, La ilaha. So the Hindu will say, I don't agree with this. I want my Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Ram, Shri Ram. The Christians say, no. We must have a simple prayer. The Protestants say, no Hail Mary or this thing. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. We know this by heart because in school it was compulsory to know all these things, the Our Father and all. So we are all good Christians and good Catholics. So I said, what is there which is the common denominator of humanity? What is the prayer? What is the connectus connecti which can unite and string the whole of humanity in one prayer? So I said the best thing is humanity our uniting religion, breath our uniting prayer. If a Christian and a Muslim stand side by side and they are breathing, they will have no objections because they both breathe in harmony. That's what yoga is about, the scientific technique of breath, and hence is destined to become the world lifestyle. I won't say it's a religion. I won't say it's a yoga. It's a lifestyle, way of life. Breathing with awareness brings you to God. Is it so simple? Yes. Then why do we find it so difficult? That's because you are so complicated. The technique is so simple that the human mind is not used to be simple. It must create some trouble, some trap, some contraption. The mind is crooked and waving and unsteady. The great tempter. So if you are all breathing, you don't step on anybody's toes. You don't anger someone. But if I say my mantra loudly, if I say my La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah and I start on mics, then a country like United States You say, I want my silence and coffee in the morning. They will shut your noise down. I don't think any loudspeakers or loud noise is allowed. Is it in the United States? Can you shout this thing in the morning? There's peace. There has to be peace. But if I breathe deeply on my balcony with the lovely Elysian fountain rays of the sunshine coming into my lungs, nobody will object. And therefore, breath, our uniting prayer. Do you all agree with this? Aye? Another uniting thing with breath I found was death. We all must die. But I couldn't make it a common prayer because we die at different times. So it can't be a prayer. We die at different times. We die, everybody must die, but we die at different times. So that was cancelled out of the list. I said that's not, we die at different times, right? So when we breathe, we connect the whole world. And the last one is consciousness, our uniting God. Consciousness is a state of thought-free state, where there is no thought. Consciousness is a thought-free state of tranquil awareness. That is what your soul is made of. Your soul is a thought-free state of tranquil awareness, not a single thought. If a thought comes in your mind, then it's not the soul. If there's no thought in your mind, the soul appears. The moment thought appears, the soul disappears. They cannot stay together. And I will be taking you to both these states, the thoughtless state later. But what I am going to demonstrate to you, because I have said this, the soul cry. You will ask me, Gurunath, you are a teacher or a master? I'm a master. I said, then can you demonstrate that breath is our uniting prayer? Can you breathe through all of us at the same time? That's your question, right? But you are fearful that I may say, no, I cannot do that. Because it's impossible, right? How can I breathe through all of you at the same time? It's not against our culture. We are not taught this in schools. And nobody can do it. Because that is one of the litmus tests of a true master. My answer will be yes, I can breathe through your breath, and that's what I'm going to show you. Put up your thumbs if you can hear me. Can you hear me clearly? Who can't hear me? This person with a big shield at the back, I can't see his face. Adjust your computer. What's there? What's written at the back there? Can you read? Murphy? On that, the one bottom middle. Point to him, tell him to raise it. Point on his face. Huh?
Murli.
What?
That's Murli.
What? Murli.
Yeah.
Raise your face. Yes. Yes. You should be aware. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to breathe through your breathing. And I would like to tell you, a master who teaches should, in American parlance, have his money where his mouth is. He should walk his talk. If I say, humanity is our uniting prayer, breath our uniting prayer, I should demonstrate to you how it is a uniting prayer. It's very simple. You have to drop all inhibition and focus on me, and I will make the sound to indicate that I'm ready, and immediately your breath will become longer, richer and deeper. You will already be breathing, but when I breathe through your breath will get a boost and you'll feel somebody pushing your breath up and down. Is that fair enough? To promote our religion, our prayer of the breath, right? Because that is the only prayer which I have found which is suitable, which humanity can do together in harmony without offending the other. Now we are all here from different countries, different climes, different races, different age times, and we are all breathing. But we don't seem to be offending anybody, right? So my only little change I'll make in this, that breathe with awareness. Know that you're breathing. Give breathing the importance. Say, oh divine breath, oh God, you have come to give me as the divine breath, and if you don't breathe through me, I can't live even for a moment. So I am in turn going to show my gratitude to you, O Lord Breath, O Lord Pran, O Lord Hanuman. I am going to show my gratitude by breathing you with awareness. I am going to pay attention to you. You know, if you see a small child, he's trying to tell you, Mommy, Mommy, he's trying to, and the mommy is talking to somebody else. Then he feels neglected and hurt. But like my master Sri Yukteswar did, scholars used to come, used to keep them waiting. A 5 or 10-year-old child came and said to me, Master, Master, and he used to bend down his great lion head and he used to listen to the little child, keeping all the scholars standing because they had ego. The child had none. The master had no ego. He bent towards the non-ego. And he heard the child. The child got a lot of respect. So your breath is your child, and also your mother, which keeps you alive. Give it importance. This is the science of Kriya Yoga, is the science of the breath. What is yoga? Simple language. Yoga is an inner ascent through ever more refined and ever more expanded states of consciousness, through ever more refined and ever more expanded states of mind, to get to the God essence, the consciousness that lies at the core of your own being. Yoga is an inner ascent through ever more refined and ever more expanded spheres of mind to get to your consciousness, your God essence, which lies at the core of your own being. And why not God? Why not God? Why not Goddess? So I coined the word Goddessence, Goddess essence. So then everybody is happy. It's not only God or Goddess, it's the essence of both, God essence. Because God cannot be half, He has to be complete. Purush and Prakriti, God essence. So that is the inner ascent. What are the tools of the inner ascent? The tools of a rhythmic breathing, tension-free, with concentration, sovereign key. Concentration is you're being aware of the upcoming breath and the downgoing breath, right? Now, I'm just going to reset my program and in my mind that I'm giving you all this satsang. Now I will give you all on live streaming an experience of breathing through the breath, after which I will close the doors. You can all those who want to join and register may do so in the 20 minutes break I will give you. After the 20 minutes break, I will begin the initiation of the Omkar Kriya and the Shiva Shakti Kriya, also known as the fire rite of the yogi, the sacred fire rite. Is that clear? You must say I. How come I can't hear you all? Can't I hear these guys?
We have them muted during the...
I'm sorry, I understand. The technical guys must be having some difficulties. So it's okay. It's over here.
They will. During the atmannar you'll hear them.
It's a great credit that in a small town like Asheville, we are having such high technology. Asheville is a little town. What's the population of Asheville? say about 20,000, 500,000, 2 million?
No, I think it's 150,000.
150.
No.
That's 1.5 million.
No.
No, 10. Yeah. It's 10, 15 million. 15 million. That's quite good. Okay, now, any questions? I would take a few questions before I give you the experience. You must get the experience. And then I will have informally empowered you to show you the 11th commandment is breathing through the breath. If you shall bring before me the whole of the United States of America, and they sit in front of me with one intent, with an open heart, I promise you, I shall breathe through all of them at the same time. So, I am not the wealth of India or America. I am a wealth of our whole planet. So such yogis should be preserved and followed and studied till they get the knowledge out of these rare species of humanity. The yogis are a dying species from the material world. If you ignore them, then they will automatically recede into the Himalayas. Then they will recede into the celestial spheres and then the divine spheres. And they will wait for you till you're finished with your grosser desires and material things, and then again descend. Like in 8 years, the second advent of the Christ, the Kalki avatar is coming, so they say, and we are waiting with reverent expectation for the second advent of the Christ, the Kalki avatar. By that time, all you guys, whether it be X, Y or Z, X Russia, Y America, Z Israel, and W and Q, finish with your childish quarrels. We want you to finish with your childish quarrels. And believe you me, it can happen like this. Does my click come? Can you hear it? It can be turned around like this. This is the power of the masters. All of a sudden, there'll be a truce and a treaty, the war finished. So have faith in yourselves and have faith in the good Lord, because He is in you as yourself. The God essence within you is the God essence universal. The purpose of yoga is to contact Jiva with Shiva, the God essence within with the universal God essence. That is the purpose of yoga. And sandwiched in between these two is the dancing ego of the world. So the sandwich must be eaten with care. It has to be consumed till the Jiva and the Shiva, the God essence and the universal God essence unite. Then you are said to be enlightened. The Christ child, the Krishna child. Do you understand? From wrath's child to peace child. I'm taking a few questions. If there are any questions, please do ask. 10 minutes of questions. Yes, sir.
Yogiraj, this time that you mentioned that we are all experiencing right now without ego, how do we protest? Should we do it silently? Is it good or is it all?
It's very difficult for me. You better listen to him and then tell me. Listen to what he says and then tell me. Yes.
So, he's asking, in this time, when there's a lot of turbulence, and we feel the need to protest in some way to what's happening in the world, how should we go about doing this? right? As meditators, as practitioners, how do we do it in silence? Do we do it actively? Do we join the protest? Do we meditate?
The answer lies within. I have experienced, go in the silence of your room and meditate to the Lord God. Ki, oh Lord, this is the scenario in the world. By your grace, let there be peace on earth and goodwill. Oh Lord, I've got a spinal problem. Please cure it. The proper surgeon, the proper chiropractic will come and he will cure you. I've had this so many times. Instead of going onto the streets and destroying property and protesting and shouting and yelling to we know not who, why not yell, go within and yell to God? Protest to somebody who can do something about it. One human being cannot protest to another human being. They are both damn well blind in ignorance. They will both fall in the ditch. Protest to one who is aware and whose eyes are open to the welfare and salvation of the world. That is this, he's called the reality. People in common sense call him God. Protest to someone who can do something. One human being cannot do anything for another human being. Only his ego feels that I can help, say this one and I can help. Ultimately, the destiny of both are the same. They will both die. No one is wiser than the other. The wise one sitteth within the innermost recesses. Open the portals of your heart. And there you will find him ensconced, the great Lord. Keep your mind still and speak to him, and he will give you the answer. Because no matter how much you cry, you are trying to save the world. Oh yogi, first save yourself, then try to save the world. That is the second question. I'll take about 3 or 4 questions, then I'll give you the experience and start.
Gurunath, we have a question from YouTube. And they're asking, was the ability to confer pranapat, is this to breathe through our breath? Is this something which you learned from somewhere or somebody? Or is this something which naturally arose within you?
You have to tell me the name of the person and which town he is from. So it's an introduction to him.
Yes, I have it. So this is Dan from Santa Cruz.
Who?
Dan from Santa Cruz.
Spell his name. Denam.
Daniel K.
Spell his name. Keep the mic away from your mouth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Danidl.
Danidm.
Daniel.
Danam. Danim. Dan. Okay. Dan from?
Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, Dan, namaste. What is he asked?
Whether your ability to breathe through...
Yes.
Yeah.
My ability to breathe is nothing new or nothing great. This is the sign of a liberated master. Your desires, your body is made of desire. Your chakras bring in those desires and have them worked. And your breath is filled with desires. Any person who has no desire, he can relieve his breath from his physical body and throw it into the pranic breath of 20 billion people at the same time. This is a litmus test. If you want to know a true master, the master will be able to breathe through the breathing of millions of disciples at the same time. A teacher will not. But how does he do this? The moment he has not an iota of desire of worldly things, not a single desire. No desire for a car, no building, no desire for relationships, no desire for holiness, no desire for sex, no desire for samadhi, no desire at all for anything except nothing. When he gets into that great nothing which is called God, the great isness of the zero not zero, when he gets to a state of non-being, then his breath, pran, detaches itself from his physical body, because it's the desires that hold your pranic breath, your life force energy to your body, and you cannot throw it to others. But a person who has no desires can detach his pran from his body and throw it into the spine of others. That means only a true master, I'm not saying I am or you are, the practical experience will demonstrate who is. On whoever he is, only the true master can lay his life on the line for his disciples and evolve them to God consciousness. Whoever that master is, he doesn't have to be some very great person, you know. You don't have to be, even if it's a simple person, provided they have no desire. Only such a person, and the master does many things where your subtle desires are dissolved. You see, in the Nath tradition we do this to take out certain negative things from the muscles and the heart and soul. Alak Niranjan. You will feel a lightness. If you tune in with me, your body will be light. Just be aware and relax. Don't try. Be aware. There you go. There you go. Preparing you. That's right. See, if you want it, you will get it. If you yourself don't want it, then I cannot do anything. I'm not going to gate crash. Do not protest to the outer world. They are ignorant. Protest to yourself. Protest against your anger. Protest against your greed. Protest against your depression. Protest against your sorrow, that I will not have you. O Lord, thou who art sitting in me, I will use you as the breath, O Lord, and eradicate the depression from my mind, eradicate the sorrow from my mind, eradicate the greed and desires from my mind. So the biggest protest which you can do is by yoga, is the biggest form of protest against the infirmities and the maladies, the weaknesses of your soul. So storm the citadels of your ego. Don't storm the citadels outside. They will give you no knowledge. When you storm the citadels of your ego within you, inside on the golden throne, you will see sitting upon it your Lord God, your beloved Lord. I am taking the last question now. People are very impatient for the experience. The last question from this YouTube will be a good idea. Let her take it, but YouTube, is there any YouTube? I can answer your question in the session also.
There's a question here from YouTube, which they didn't mention where they're from. It says, you've mentioned before that the Kalki would not be arriving for 400 years. Recently, you've updated that the Kalki will be arriving much sooner.
Yes.
And why did this timeline speed up?
Well, The Kalki is arriving sooner because of a lesson, because of a reason that the grime and the muck and human nature is deteriorating much faster than it was expected to deteriorate. So Babaji, the direct aspect of Shiva, has controlled time. He has accelerated time and lengthened space. So we have more space to work in, but he has vortexed events closer together because of the delusion and heavy karma, negative karma on this earth, which needs to be balanced. For these lofty souls, creating a time warp is like playing with soap bubbles. Babaji, the Lord Shiva, whom we call God, he is not the Lord God. God. Above the archangels, the collective Elohim of the angelic hierarchy of the heavenly host is Babaji. All the collective angels, all the collective divine forces form as one person in this being called the Nameless One. For indication we say Babaji, revered Father. He plays with causation, space and time like a child plays with soap bubbles. And if he were to smile in his ignorance, he could shatter the world. Not that he will, just giving you an idea of his power. So he is the one with the gravitas, intense gravity, has pulled the string of time closer to him and lengthened the space. So space and time can be dealt with an enlightened master. The first ray, Shiva; the second ray, Vishnu; the third ray, Brahma, the creator; the second ray, Vishnu, the preserver; and the third ray is Shiva, the Samharak Taranhar, the destroyer of the ego and the liberator of your soul. That is the Lord God, my Father in heaven. And he has done this, accelerated the time, 2032, that is the time given. We are waiting. I'm not saying that it will happen. I'm not saying it will not happen. I'm just making a statement. I'm not saying it's false. I'm not saying it's true. Let us wait and see. Whoever made this prophecy, they are from the Hare Krishna people, Rishi called Swami Achyutananda. He has made in his prophecy the time has been accelerated. We have to wait and see, and we have what is 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 7 years, 2032. So Mr. Trump and Mr. Putin and Mr. Netanyahu, you have 7 years to solve all your problems and sit like good boys at the table when the Kalki comes. With your napkins, with your bibs on. You don't spill any further food. Okay, now get ready. Can you all hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Who cannot hear? Who cannot hear? The lady cannot hear. The lady is sitting at an angle. Can you hear me? She obviously. Put on the sound at your computers. Tell them they've switched off some of them. Their computers. Okay, now, as you sit in this little town of Asheville, gently breathe up and gently breathe down. Not too much effort. Don't over, gently up. Those who have Kriya, take Kriya. Breathe with awareness. I'm sorry, I don't know American. I speak English. So sometimes with Americans, they don't understand me. They ask the same question 3 times. And I'm wondering what's wrong. They don't have those words in their vocabulary. I said, okay, I'll see you the next fortnight. And I'm wondering, because I've been educated in an English school, and a fortnight is 14 days, and they don't have any word as fortnight, so they're just looking at me. And I'm trying to say fortnight, they say, illa, means no understand. 14 days. Now you sit and breathe calmly, but you have to drop all inhibition. Listen to this. Drop all negativity and inhibition. Drop all armor and attitude. Sit like a child of 5. Body language open, not closed like this, not like this. Closed body language, open it and say, Nath, Guru Nath, I am ready to receive the message of God. You breathing through all 80 to 100 people at the same time. Have no blockage. Say, we are ready with an open heart to receive. And then gently you breathe. Okay? Now, as you breathe, I will enter your breath. But you will ask me, Guru Nath, we are already breathing. How do we know that you have entered your breath in our breath? That's a good question. Because you're already gently breathing. When I clap, hook, then at that moment, my Chaitanya Pran, the soul electricity, will enter your breath, and the moment I clap with a sound, your breath will push itself, it'll become longer, richer and deeper. In that clap and sound, some may see a flash of light, depending on how receptive you are to me. There is light and magnetism at work. Electricity and magnetism at a divine stage. This will happen. So when I clap, the breath will become longer, richer and deeper. Don't stop. Keep breathing up and down. You'll feel that you are able to breathe longer with greater ease. This is the sign, one of the litmus tests of an enlightened master, of a true master. Now get ready. Are you ready? Breathe. And now as you breathe up and down in your body, focus on me, drop all inhibition, drop negative mind, and be ready. So you can look at me or close your eyes is better. And as you're breathing up and down, be receptive and ready now. I will clap and your breath will become longer, richer and deeper. Ready? Keep breathing. Very good. And if your breath flows long enough, let it flow long enough. The Master has entered his spiritual light and magnetism in your breath. You have been empowered. Open your eyes and look at me and breathe with me. Upgoing breath now. Okay, ground yourself now. I'll take the feedback. You all were receptive. So I've thrown my breath and breathed simultaneously through you. How many of you felt the breath rising? Raise your hands. Right up. Right up. Excellent. Cent% class. I didn't see this lady's hand. Yeah. Okay, give yourselves a hand. I did another little thing. I'm just testing your sensitivity. When you saw my hands, they were going like this. Did some of you feel the breath also going like this? That means you're connected to the electromagnetism to my finger was connected to your spine. Here's a big laboratory. We don't have equipment and yet we are playing with electromagnetism. Spiritual electromagnetism right in front of your eyes. Although you can see it, you can experience it happening in your body. Mind doesn't believe it. Because the mind is trained not to believe things which are good and supernatural, apparently. It's an advanced science. So now I have given you this experience. Abide by this experience. Many of you have been empowered by me already before you have come to the retreat. This spiritual magnetic energy shall pull you to the correct source wherever you have to go. With this I will end my satsang. With all you good souls, let not precious moments slip by. Seek now the ultimate truth. O soul sworn, spread your wings to fly, immortal realms which death defy. Om Namah Shivaya. Okay.